I wanted to talk about the C-Way Canoe I ordered. This is from a company in Ukraine. It's a very expensive hitch system that makes it look like it's really easy to switch out between various hitch types, and the carrier looks really nice. I wanted to share some thoughts I've had now that I've had it for a little while. I've not actually used it on the road yet, and I probably won't. So let me share with you what I've learned. First thing is, you got to put this on, which is actually pretty easy. It just kind of slides in the bottom, and there's a pin that you just kind of push through a hole in the side there, and then you lock it down with your keys. Then you can bolt this carrier up to it, like this, or you can put this piece on here, like this. On their videos, they show a piece like this that connects here, and then you connect the mating piece to the other half of this or this. So the plan was I would take my trailer with me, throw this inside the trailer, and then when I get where I'm going, I can just pop the hitch pin off and swap it out for the carrier. You don't get that. That's another $900. Now, mind you, this setup already is $2,000 shipped to my house. Shipping was fine. It got here like it was supposed to. That wasn't an issue. This is a $2,000 hitch and carrier. So that's a lot of money. That is almost the cost. It's what I paid for my used trailer by way of comparison. I could have picked up a hitch here for a Rivco or something like one of those for $400, something like that. Probably could have got one used if I looked long enough and put it on. And it's no different than the Rivco. You got to grind off bolts. So that's my first complaint. Next big issue. Look at this connector. If you've been watching my electrical stuff, you will see me complaining about this. This is the mating one. It looks like, oh, this is really cool. It's really easy. I just plug this in here. Yeah, until you need a different trailer. This connection is not standard literally anywhere in the world. I don't know where they get this connector. It's not an SP17 or 19 or 21. So it's just some little connector they buy. The cool thing is, if you're just looking for this tray, it does come with taillights on it. So these taillights all work. You get brake lights, you get turn signals with it, which is pretty handy. Next issue. Let's say that I've got my hitch on here for my trailer, and I'm going to put my safety chains on. Do you see where you would connect safety chains to this hitch? I don't. There's nothing underneath. There's no holes on the side here for it. There's nothing here for it. The only thing I can do is run chains up under here and connect to the frame of the hitch, which will damage the bike, but it's the only thing I can see to do. So I'm going to have to put some Plasti Dip on there or something to protect the sides of this. Because now I'm kind of all in, I'm not getting my money back. So I'm not normally someone to disparage small businesses. I think if you're looking for this hitch carrier and you want sort of a complete solution that looks good and is very heavy duty, this hitch is a good buy. I was looking to be able to, because of their quick disconnect that they show in their video, and I'll see if I can find it and link to it in this video. You don't get that. That's another $900, which makes this approach $3,000 for a hitch. It's $900 for two hunks of metal, which is not good. That's ridiculous. So I think the problem comes down to they don't operate as a business. This is a guy operating out of Ukraine. You do everything. He's got a website, but you do all your ordering by email. And he doesn't speak English. So he's using Google Translate to translate your email. He doesn't have an order form, so you can't go through and say, oh, I want this option, this option, this option. You go back and forth with him in email. which took me a long time to go back and forth. That's when I should have pulled the plug. Was when it was that hard to order and that hard to communicate. Like a simple website with some options to show me exactly what I'm buying would be great. And then you have to pay them by PayPal. And sometime in like early 2000s, I got blacklisted on PayPal. I don't even know what the hell I did. Something went wrong. So it took me a long time to even figure out how to get PayPal to work again. Because I just don't use PayPal for anything. I use credit cards, I use Venmo, but all he will take is PayPal. So I think that's the biggest problem, is that he's not operating it like a business. You don't get an invoice, you don't get a receipt, you're not clear on what you ordered. And I think if he solved those three problems, if I had known exactly what I was ordering, in fact, this isn't even the carrier I ordered. The carrier they show has flat sides on it, so you can put like chairs. You can put a chair across it, strap a chair down. So I didn't even get this right because we were not communicating well. So I don't know what I'm trying to communicate here, other than for $2,000 or $3,000, this is not a good value. If you're in Europe and shipping is, even then, I mean, the Hitch itself was like $1,400 or $1,500, then you include shipping and everything else, which he shipped it fantastic. Like the shipping was great, it was fast, it was communicated, I had a tracking number, all that worked. Because there was definitely a period of time where I sent the money via PayPal and I was like, did I just send somebody $2,000 that I'll never see again? The value is just not there. That would be my observation. I would just buy the Rivco hitch if I could do it again and put a basket carrier on the back of it, because at the end of the day, I don't have a quick disconnect anyway. The whole reason I bought it was the quick disconnect, and now I've got to do a whole bunch of other stuff just to get this working. So I don't think I would buy this again right now. Certainly, I definitely would not. I would just buy the Rivco and call it a day and put a ball hitch on here, or the bush neck hitch on there, and just not use the trailer, because that's what's going to happen. There's no way I'm going to carry the tools in this carrier and I'm going to unbolt it in a parking lot of a hotel and rebolt everything back together by hand in the parking lot of a hotel. Or at a campground or wherever I'm at. I'm just not going to do that. So I lost the quick disconnect. I will probably never use this. So I'll have to decide. It's a shame, because the thing is bulletproof. I did put it on my bike and stand on it and shook up and down, and it's solid. It's very heavy duty. But yeah, value for the money is not there. This is worth $750 all day. With the disconnects and the tray. It's a hitch plus tray. So if you were buying a hitch and a carrier from Rivco, you would probably spend $600. Because the carriers are really cheap, and then you'd have to put lights on it, call another $50. So $650 if you want to put lights on it. You don't technically need lights. But at $2,000 or $3,000, which is where I would be if I actually wanted the quick disconnect capability, I'd be at $3,000. And I just can't do that. Even he said in his email, it's just not worth it. Well, then why do you show it? Why is that in your video like it's an option if it's $900 and you're going to tell me it's not worth buying? Like, that's just silly. You just shouldn't be. You shouldn't have it then. So enough ranting. Yeah, not a great experience. I would not buy it again. I'll keep it now because there's just no way I can possibly return this. But that's where we're at.